Hey, Sam here from High Life Campers. Welcome to our channel. So this video is called Should You Buy a New VW Camper Van Conversion? So what I want to cover with you in this video is whether you should buy a newly converted VW camper van or whether it would be best for you to buy a used VW camper, so one that someone's already used or is already using at the moment and they want to sell it. So it could be a private seller or it could be a dealer that's got a used camper van for sale. So let's talk about the pros first of all about buying a newly converted VW camper van. So the first and most obvious thing that you're going to get when you buy a newly converted camper van is you are going to get brand new materials inside the van. So all the upholstery is going to be brand new upholstery, all the units are going to be brand new, the sink, the fridge, everything that you get in the back of a camper van is going to be brand new parts bought from the manufacturer and installed just for you in your camper van. So this means that you are going to be getting a fresh van that no one else has used, which is something that a lot of people want. You know, most of our customers that come to us are really looking for a brand new conversion because they like the fact that they are the only people that's ever used the van. So that's a really big pro when it comes to buying a newly converted van. And one of the other big pros of buying a new conversion van is that you sometimes will get to choose the colours and the spec and the extras that you want on the van if you actually buy the van before it's been converted. So a lot of camper conversion companies or traders will already have ready-made, kind of converted vans that they've got for sale on their forecourt. So they may have 4 or 5 vans or even more vans that they've converted and they've chose the spec and the colours and everything and then they've put them up for sale so you can go and view those vans and you can buy the one that you like. Now the problem with this is that although you are going to get a brand new conversion and all the materials are going to be new, this is going to mean that you're not going to get to really choose the colours of the spec and the roof and the floor and the upholstery and all that kind of thing. So this is where that kind of way of doing things kind of falls down. And it's why a lot of people come to us at High Life Campers, because we tend to buy base vehicles and then we market those vehicles before we've actually started the conversion. So what we do is we book in a conversion slot for that particular van and then we market that base vehicle and then our customers can come to us and say, right, we want this van, we want this base van, but we also want to be able to spec out the actual materials that you're going to be using. So this kind of ticks a lot of boxes for a lot of people. So you will be able to find conversion companies that do this, that also just buy base vehicles and then you can choose the spec. But most of the time you're going to find that you're going to have to try and find a brand new converted van that kind of fits your taste. And in my experience, this can sometimes take quite a while because you've got to kind of scour the internet and try and find a conversion company or a trader that's got a converted camper that kind of ticks the boxes for you. Okay, so it's not just about the actual conversion and the spec inside the van, it's also about the actual base vehicle. So if you're looking for a particular kind of base vehicle, maybe you want a Highline van, maybe you've got to have air conditioning, maybe it's got to have a tailgate and some other things that you really, really want to have on the base van. But then you've also got to find that van with the right spec inside it as well, which obviously can sometimes take a while to find. And we get people that travel from all over the country, sometimes even from Ireland, to come and see us because they just can't find the van that they want. So they kind of want to work with us so they can spec out their own kind of personal taste. Now, one of the cons of buying a newly converted van is that it's probably going to be a little bit more expensive than buying a used camper van. And that's for obvious reasons. You know, that company has spent X amount of money on buying the materials and then the labour to actually convert the van. Plus they've had to buy the van as well. So typically you are going to pay a little bit more money if you do want a brand new kind of converted van as opposed to one that's already been used before. But again, most of our customers are willing to pay a little bit more money and invest a little bit more money to have that kind of new van and that new conversion because that's probably going to last them a lot longer. Plus they're going to get to choose the colours and the spec that actually suit their tastes, which is a really, really big plus point for most people. So all in all, most people that we speak to and most of our customers do want that brand new conversion. So they've got that kind of peace of mind that it's all brand new materials and they'll also get warranties on most of the materials as well. So for example, we use West Stubbs roofs in all of our vans, which are really high quality roofs. And they actually come with a 5-year manufacturer's warranty on top of our 12-month conversion warranty. So you've got complete peace of mind that if the roof does go wrong or it leaks or something happens to it, then you can get that sorted out. And also with the rock and roll beds that we use, we've also got a 3-year warranty on that as well. So that's all on top of the 12-month warranty that we offer to all of our customers for the conversion. So that is something to bear in mind when you are looking at either buying a newly converted van versus a used camper van. All right, so let's talk about the pros of buying a used camper van, because there are some plus points to doing this, and it really depends on your personal situation. So the first main pro to buying a used van is that if you are wanting a camper van to start using straight away and you're not willing to kind of wait to have a van converted, then buying a used camper might be the right route for you. So you'll be able to do your research, you'll be able to go onto eBay or Auto Trader or Facebook Marketplace and do your research and try and find a used camper that kind of suits your taste. And then you can go and view that van, and then if you like it, obviously then you can buy that, and then you can start using that camper straight away. So that's a really, really big plus point if you are really desperate to get a camper and you don't want to actually wait to have one converted. So buying a used camper is not a bad thing at all, but you will usually have to buy a used camper from a private individual, so someone that's already owns the van, has been using the van, and then wants to sell it for whatever reason. So this can be a bit of a minefield, just like trying to find a newly converted van. It's sometimes hard to find the right van that ticks the boxes in terms of the base vehicle and also the conversion and the spec and the colours and things like that inside it. So it will really require a little bit of dedication, a little bit of time and research into just finding the right van for you, and then go and travel to actually visit the van and take it for a test drive and just work out if it's the right one for you. Now, one of the other pros to buying a used camper van, especially from a private individual, is that you are probably going to get some extras on that van that you probably wouldn't get on a new conversion, because if you are speccing out a new conversion, you are probably going to have to pay extra for things like a diesel heater and solar and maybe an upgraded leisure battery and all the other extras that people use on VW campers. So if you find a used camper that you like, it might be the right spec, it might be the right base van, but it might also have a few other things on there, other kind of extras and add-ons to the van that you don't have to pay out for. So that comes in with the price. So that is another pro to buying a used van as opposed to buying a brand new conversion where you have to pay extra for all the add-on. And then the third pro to actually buying a used camper van is the fact that it will usually be quite a bit cheaper than buying a newly converted camper van. And that's for obvious reasons, because people have used the van over a number of years. Maybe they're quite desperate to sell the van and try and cash in on the van. So you're probably going to get a better price for a used camper van than you are to have a brand new van converted or a newly converted van. So if you are on quite a kind of tight budget when it comes to a camper, and when I say a tight budget, I mean anything really under 40,000 or certainly anything under 35,000, you will probably have to look at buying a used van and making some sacrifices on that. Okay, so there are a few cons to buying a used camper van, obviously, and the first one is that you are not going to get the chance to spec out the van. Okay, so you have to buy the van as seen, exactly how it is right now. So you don't get to choose the colour of the furniture, you don't get to choose the colour of the roof and the upholstery and all the other things like that. So that's one of the main downsides to buying a used camper. It's one of the reasons most of our customers don't want to do that. They want to have a brand new conversion because they want to be able to choose the spec and colours and things like that to fit their taste. So if you buy a used van, obviously you're not going to get to do that. And that leads me on to the second con of buying a used van, is that you are probably going to struggle, or it's going to take you a little bit of time to actually find a camper that ticks the boxes for you, because you've got to consider the base van and is it the right van for you, and also is it the right spec and colours and things like that. And that can sometimes take a while to find that, and we get a lot of customers come to us and say we've been looking for 2, 3, 4 months and we just cannot find the van that we want. So they come to us to get our help to actually spec out the van and choose all those materials before we actually start on the conversion. So that's one of the main downsides to buying a used camper over a brand new conversion. And then the final con to buying a used van is that because you are probably going to be buying it from a private individual or maybe even a trader, but the chances are you're not going to get the warranties offered with that camper that you would do if you bought a brand new conversion from a conversion company or from a trader. So if you go to VW and buy a brand new camper van, or you come to someone like us and you buy a van plus the conversion, a brand new conversion, you are typically going to get at least a 12-month warranty on the actual conversion itself, and also probably on the actual van as well. So if you are buying from a private individual and it's a used camper, then obviously you're not going to get those warranties and that peace of mind that you would get if you went to a trader or a dealer. So again, a lot of people that we speak to really want that warranty. They want that peace of mind. If you're going to be investing £35,000 up to maybe £60,000 on a camper, which is really the going rate when it comes to VW campers, then of course you do really want that peace of mind. You want to know that van's going to last you, and if you have any problems or issues, you've got some comeback and you've got someone you can go to get help sorting out that problem. So if you buy a used van, you're probably not going to get those things, which for a lot of people that is a deal breaker. Okay, so they are the main pros and cons to buying a brand new conversion versus buying a used camper van. And of course there are other pros and cons to that, but from our experience they are the main sort of pros and cons that we hear from customers and what we've experienced ourselves in buying both brand new and used camper vans. So ultimately, just like everything else when it comes to VW campers, it really boils down to your personal situation, your financial situation, and also your personal preferences. And everyone's different. Everyone's got a different situation, a different opinion. So there really is no right or wrong when it comes to this. It's just a case of working out what's going to work best for you in the long run. So if you are looking for a high spec, high quality VW camper conversion, and you don't like the thought of buying a used camper van, one that someone else has already used before, and you also like the idea of actually choosing the colours of the roof and the flooring and the upholstery and the furniture and really putting your stamp on it, then do get in touch with us, because we do work a little bit differently to most companies. And what we do is we go out and source base vehicles. So we go and find really high quality base vans. We usually only buy 2016 vans upwards, so 2016 to 2019, that sort of window. We try and only buy vans that have got a maximum of 85,000 miles. We try and get them lower than that, so anywhere between sort of 30,000 and 85,000 miles. We also try and buy vans in colours that we know people like, so we tend to really only buy white vans, grey vans, blue vans, sometimes a few other colours, but we really only try to buy vans that we know our customers want and also in the spec that people want. So we'll very rarely buy a start line van. Most are high lines. They've all got air conditioning and cruise control and a multifunctional steering wheel and all the things you get in a car. And we also only ever really buy vans that have got either one owner or maximum two owners and always have full service history. Most of the time it's full VW service history. Some of the vans have got full history but not from VW. So we go out there, we source the vans, we find the base vans, and then what we do is we then market those vans through YouTube and on our website, and we offer that van as a van plus the conversion package. Okay, so we have two conversion packages. We have the silver and the gold, and we're actually about to launch a platinum package as well. So it depends on the level of spec that you want on the van. But if you choose to buy one of our base vehicles plus the conversion package, you're going to get to work with us really closely on speccing out the van to exactly what you want. Okay, so you're going to get to choose the colour of the furniture, the worktops, you'll get to choose the colour of the upholstery, as well as the stitching. So you can have whatever colour stitching and upholstery you want. You can choose whether you want the VW badge in the headrest or whether you want it at the top of the seats. You get to choose the colour of the vinyl, the flooring, also the colour of the canvas of the roof, and also the rooftop as well. And we also have a number of different extras that we offer to really enhance the experience inside the van. So things like the van shades here, which are the blinds that pull down here. So that's one of the extras that we offer. We also offer a diesel heater, we offer solar, an upgraded leisure battery. We also fit Remo awning rails, which are really great awning rails. So you get a choice of a number of different extras, but most importantly, you get to choose the colour and the spec. So things like the seat style, you can either choose Bentley or you can choose ribbed seats. So we have two different styles of seat that you can choose as well. So from the feedback we get on a continuous basis from our customers is that that's what they want. They want to be able to buy a base van that ticks all those boxes and also be able to choose the spec and put their kind of stamp on the van. So if that sounds interesting to you and you've got a budget of at least £40,000 upwards, most of our vans are late 30s up to kind of mid 50s. And the reason we only sell vans at those price points is because we want to be able to offer a really premium product and give you that peace of mind with the warranties, but also give you a van that when you drive away, you are really happy with it and it will ultimately last you a lifetime. And on top of all that, you are going to get a level of service with us that you won't find anywhere else. You're going to be able to get hold of us very quickly. You'll be able to get answers to your questions, and we're always here to help and guide you through the whole conversion process. So you won't be left after you've paid your deposit just not getting answers to your questions and not getting the communication. We put a lot of time and effort into really working closely with our customers and really building a strong relationship with them so that you are really happy when you drive away. So if you are interested in speaking to us about having your own high-spec camper built for you and you'd like something before Christmas, we do have some conversion slots available in November and December, and then it will start getting a lot busier into January, February as the new year starts to come in. So if you are really serious about it, it's worth having a conversation with us so that we can talk through your options and talk through timescales and things like that. So what I'll do is I'll put a link to our website just here on the screen. So come to our inquiry page on our website and send us a message, or just comment below this video on YouTube and let us know what you're looking for. And we've also got a couple of guides which are worth downloading. We've got our VW Camper Buyer's Guide, where we talk through the buying process of a VW camper. And we've also got our Conversion Spec Guide, where we talk through both of our conversion packages, exactly all the details of what you get in each conversion. plus all the colour and spec choices that we offer in those packages. So I'll put links in the description below this video and you can download those for free. And if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because I do share regular bite-sized videos covering all sorts of different topics around VW campers. And I also do videos showing you what base vehicles we're getting in, and also we show you showcases of the finished campers that we've done. So make sure you check those out in our channel as well. So if you've got value from this video and you've enjoyed the content, please consider hitting the like button so we can reach more people and help more people with our channel. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.